Just gonna start us off here with a little bit of shameless self-promotion. Don't mind if I do. Had a couple new tracks go up on the Marin Music channel over the weekend, as well as a new vlog over on the Vlogs and Stuff channel. If you want to check out any of the above, go below. It's in the description. Anyway, all right, I just wanted to make that brief. We'll be browsing the Black Magic Foolery subreddit today. I'm gonna call it Foolery, and according to the description, it is a place for anything that clearly has no other explanation but no good voodoo black magic foolery. So, like, some illusions, skills that are mind-boggling. It's kind of cool. It's things that are cool and foolery. We'll start off down here with, I don't know, Castle comes out of nowhere. Oh, that's pretty nifty. And then does it fold back? Like, no problem? It goes both, and then you can fold it over from the other side? Wow, that's like taking pop-up books to a whole new level. I hope pop-up books are still a thing, or were still a thing for the people who are watching this. You got to experience that in your childhood, right? It wasn't just a phase that faded out before your generation. I'm speaking to your generation as if you're like, there's that much of an age difference. But yeah, that's like a Lego pop-up book or something like that. That's crazy. So there we go. Hey, that's a good sample of some black magic foolery right there. Spritz uses black magic foolery to allow you to read up to 500 words per minute. Oh, I've definitely seen, I don't know if I've seen this particular thing before, but I've seen things like this. So if you were able to focus on like one point at one time, you can actually read a lot quicker, because part of the issue is that when you're scanning pages of a book, part of the thing that makes you go slower is that your eyes have to scan and jump from word to word, whereas if you don't have any of that eye movement and you can just focus at one place, then you can read really quickly. It's actually pretty cool. I still prefer audiobooks, but the only problem with this is, like, if you want to reread a section, I guess it'd be possibly a little bit difficult to scroll back exactly where you want to go. No, these are really cool. I don't know if that's actually integrated into any reading applications. But like I said, I don't actually read much, and I do audiobooks if I'm going to do it. Bending water. What do we have here? Oh, you're going to use sound waves. Did I see this on like a Mythbusters at some point? Or I don't know. I've seen something like this before. I don't know if it was this particular GIF. But yeah, it's like you can use sound waves to cause water to adapt the frequency of the wave or something like that. It's pretty cool. And as you adjust the frequency of the sound wave, because I saw like a continued video of this, you can actually make the water look like it's doing interesting movements as the frequency changes. It's pretty cool. More physics. I feel like there's going to be a lot of physics in all these GIFs, because there are some weird physics things that are weird and black magic-y. Bowing. I almost said Boeing for a second, and then I was like, that's an airplane. Oh. Jesus Christ. I want to believe that the reaction on the left person's part is genuine and not staged. I guess we'll never really know for sure. It's kind of, I've seen like plenty of similar things where if you dress as if you're facing the other, but then just, oh, actually, no, I'm not facing the direction you thought. It's a strange, chilling effect for a moment until you realize what's happening. Fire uses some exceptional foolery to cast some black magic. Oh, is this the tire thing? Well, we'll view it again, because this was in another subreddit that I saw, but it's using the whatever fire to reinflate and seal up a tire, which just seems utterly dangerous, but also super incredible. Hold on, sorry, I know I'm spoiling it because I've already seen it before. I don't mean to be that guy who sits next to you in the movie theater and sees the movie for the second time and spoils it for you because I can't keep my mouth shut. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Okay, Bernoulli's foolery. You know, Bernoulli's principle, because this is like a reddit.com/r/I am very smart tangent. Bernoulli's principle is like, you know, in, well, any sport really, if it involves topspin, but tennis in particular, where you get to really see it, is like if you topspin a ball, it'll dive forward, and if you backspin a ball, it'll kind of stay up in the air and kind of give the appearance of it floating. And then it's also airplane wings, and because air moving faster over the top creates a pressure difference. Anyway, that's Bernoulli's principle, in case you need some background before you watch the clip, which you might not have needed at all, but we'll see. Okay, let's... Hey, it is cool that I explain this, because now you can kind of know why it's happening, which if you didn't know what Bernoulli is, you'd been like, why did he name his tape Bernoulli? Or is Bernoulli the dude's name who's holding the tape? No, Bernoulli's principle, and that's happening because of a pressure difference between the top and the bottom of the tape due to different air speeds. There you go. Physics. That's really cool, though. I didn't know it would work in that application, but that's pretty freaking awesome. So I assume the tape it's like spinning really, really fast, and that's the way that it's working. And no, it would not work in a vacuum. This man must have focused on the School of Illusion. What does that mean? How did you do that? What did he kick? I need like a... Can we get the slow-mo guys to make a video on this dude? Did he kick through the... He timed his kick perfectly enough so that he kicked through the thing? Like, next thing we know, this dude's gonna be on some TV segment, like, punching through spinning propeller blades. It's gonna be, I don't know, a dummy on the other side of a propeller, and he's gonna punch through the propeller, punch like an apple off the dummy's head, and then pull his fist back before he has his, like, arm decapitated by the propeller. That's pretty gnarly. Next up on the list, we have a basketball that has been sprayed with Vanta Black. Looks like a dark portal to the underworld. I'm glad I know what Vanta Black is. That's not a... Well, I mean, I suppose it could be an edited photo, but assuming that this is an untampered photo, Vanta Black is a material that absorbs like 99.99999% of light, to where it does actually look like you just went into Photoshop, took that part of the image and deleted it, when in fact it's actually there. Forget what the material is actually made out of. It's like carbon nanotubes or something like that. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but maybe I'm also right. I don't remember, but it's pretty cool. But apparently also, from what I've read, can be hazardous to your health, because I was like, whoa, wouldn't it be cool if you had clothing or merchandise? Like, what if you had a phone case that was Vanta Black? How cool would that be? That your phone, if you put your phone on like a desk, it would just look like there's nothingness. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. But apparently it's like not good to actually touch, from what I've seen, which is bummer. I want to be able to create black holes. That'd be really crazy. Imagine, just for the sake of trolling people who came over to your house, you just, I don't know, sprayed a big piece of paper with it, or a big circular piece of paper, and just stuck it on your floor. People be like, what's going on? Do you have a hole to the, like, nether in your house? And then you'd be like, no, I can walk on top of it. It's just harmful to my skin when I do it, but that's okay. So we got black magic. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen that before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can't remember exactly why it only works when the cup is spinning. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm so sorry that I'm trying to give like the breakdown of why the things are happening that are happening. I'm trying to be like the dude who watches the magic show and is like, oh, no, this is how he did the trick, and I just ruin the trick for everyone, even though most of the time, if it's a real magic show, I'm like, I have no idea how that was done. Yeah, maybe it like reduces the friction when you spin it, causes a little barrier of air in there. Maybe we got some Bernoulli's principle in play, and then I guess it's just a little nudge that pops it out, or I don't know, but it did. Floating Russians that probably have smaller floating Russians inside them. Floating Russian that probably have smaller floating Russian inside them. Okay, what does this mean? Oh, it is just they're sort of gliding along the floor. I understand. I wonder if they're walking really smoothly and fast, or if they're actually on wheels. I guess we'll never know, will we? It's probably a trick of the trade. A lower camera angle might help if we saw like some really little shuffling feet under there. It's really impressive. I'm more impressed if they're doing that without wheels. If they are actually on wheels and they're just kind of pushing themselves along, then, you know, that's whatever. Or maybe there is actually another miniature something under there. Maybe they're sitting on top of remote controlled cars and the cars are just programmed to go in a path, and all they're doing is just sitting there, and it's like, this is real easy. Sick baton skills. Oh, you know it's gonna be good if the guy has a solo, a baton solo in the middle of the field. Oh, did he just, okay, so he like bounced it off the ground. That was such force that it created a divot in the football field, and then he like stomps right back over it. He's like, no, we're not gonna leave any damage on. Wait, does he stomp back over the divot? Oh, he didn't. I thought that was part of the routine. It's like, I'll create the divot, but then I'll seal it back up. I think I'm more impressed by the martial arts pipe dude kicking through his pipe that he was spinning, but still pretty cool stuff. Bioluminescent defense. Whoa. Whoa. That's really cool. Dudes, are you Goku? So what, basically, okay, if humans came from fish, if we trace things way back, then maybe what Dragon Ball Z took place millions and millions and tens of millions of years into the future, when these fish have gone and evolved into humans again. And then they can do the Kamehameha. I've never known how to actually pronounce that properly. That is dope. That's Goku's long lost ancestor. Bent gate, straight shadow. Okay, I think I can explain it. It's that the sun, okay, so the sun is coming at such an angle that the amount that the gate goes down in elevation from its bend is also compensating in how much it moved over, and therefore it's still lining up with the angle that the sun is coming in. So say that the sun's coming in at a 45-degree angle, right? If we got this point of the gate over here, this is hard to explain in a 2D environment that you're seeing on video. It really is. This isn't going to work very well. But it went down enough that it still lined up with the stuff. Like, yep, okay. It makes sense in my head. Okay, but it's similar to, have you ever seen one of those sculptures where it looks like something from one angle and then it says something from like another angle, or no. A better explanation would be like it's a bunch of random dangly particles, but then bunch of random dangly things from a roof, and then you shine a light on it at the right angle, and then it casts a shadow that looks like something on the wall. Yep, that's yep. Okay, I'm the worst. Okay, vortex on the window. It almost looks like there's some little invisible fish. Okay, I'm defaulting to fish because there are fish that will go and latch on to bigger fish, and they'll like clean off bacteria and stuff that are on the bigger fish, and it's just like they have their mouth just kind of going all around and vacuuming up the stuff, and it looks like it's doing it to the window, but invisible, because there's not a fish there. I feel like the explanation as to what caused this to happen on the window is probably a bit long, and I don't have it. Wrestler uses black magic to defeat his enemy. Jesus, that's like something out of Tekken. What? Okay, well, I'm assuming this is like some WWE, right? It's not like an actual fight in that, like, this was staged that it was going to happen, but still that... Okay, I feel like, okay, the guy number 2 must provide quite a bit of momentum going into it, but still, the dude on top has to, like, that's... Jesus. I'm just envisioning all the things that could go horribly wrong in practicing a stunt like that, or in actually doing it in the real deal. Just think of all the like jumping off of something and landing on top of someone's shoulders. That's really cool. And the top post of all time is something from yesterday, finger dancing. All right, is this what I think it is, where you like do the finger wiggles? It look really cool. He's gonna do it better than I am, but I'm assuming it's something like this, but on a whole nother level. Am I right? Whoa, that last move was kind of cool. What prompts someone to decide that this is... Look at the guy's face over on the left. He doesn't know what to do with himself. I'm doing it, folks. I feel like my hands are I have really short, stubby fingers, and I would think it would help to actually have like large hands with long fingers in order to accomplish something like that. So I have a cop-out here. But I feel like am I kind of getting the first part? Kind of getting the first part, right? And I'm done. I tried. What is the last thing though? I don't know. I don't even know what he's doing in the. What is the last thing? Like he does whatever. I don't. Okay, that's it. That was Black Magic Foolery. I hope that you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to see more Reddit videos and stuff like this. Subscribe if you're not already. And again, links that I called out in the beginning are in the description if you want to check those out. All right, I'll see you next time.